We're back for another YouTube episode here. This one is our HYROX preparation for Melbourne. Just completed it, singles pro event. Really happy with how I got. 9-minute PB. A lot of learnings from the first HYROX that I have done before, which is pretty much a year, or actually probably about 9 months ago. So a lot of things that I learned in every single station, getting fitter. And also I trained for the event this time, not training for any ultras or anything like that. Okay, so tomorrow is D-Day. We've been training for this for the last, 12 weeks. Having that HYROX focus for Melbourne Singles Pro tomorrow, 7:10. I know the excitement's there, the anticipation, and I guess the thrill of getting to that finish line, but the whole process of all the hard work we've done previously to put us in a really good position, mentally, physically, no injuries, feeling good, feeling fresh. I'm hydrating up now, got new shoes, all of it sort of ticking into place, making sure tomorrow 7:10, I'm just gonna go bull at a gate. The aim is to wipe off 10 minutes off my time, which will put me about a 1:05. You get that, probably gonna be definitely top 10, but probably around that sort of top 6. So I know there's a lot of people coming to Melbourne HYROX tomorrow for doubles event, but also for that pro event, getting the last world spots. So we're gonna go as hard as we can. My tactics for the event, there's some really good runners in my heat. I'm just gonna go as hard as I can at the start, try and stay with them. It's probably not the right idea because I'll probably blow out, but I just wanna go as hard as I can, stay with them for as long as I can, and just get in a nice sort of rhythm with that ski. Hopefully hit sort of a 3:40 for that ski, which will put me in that top sort of probably 5, just like last time. Get out, get into a nice rhythm with my sled, get that pushing correctly, have a break every half, keep that moving, don't stop, get my breathing back, get that next run, and then get into that sled pull. The sled pull, really want to focus on hammering that out around that sort of 3:30 to 4. If I can get that, I'm already wiping off, 4 minutes from my last time already, just from that. So intensity through that rope pull is going to be a big one. And then I'm just going to try and hang on. Just get to the end, get to the wall balls, try and pump out 50 wall balls straight away. My farmer's carrying and trying to drop them. And there's a lot of things that I'm trying to put in place to make sure we get there. And even having a gel after my sleds and all this sort of stuff. So preparation's the key. Got my last little workout now. I'm just going to get the legs moving. Bit of run, bit of ski, bit of rower. And 400 meters, 250 on each of the others. We're 3 rounds after a little bit of a warm up and just feeling good. And it's also day 1 of my 12 days of Christmas challenges, which is going to be pretty epic as well. All right, we're back for another HYROX here, part of the My Protein team. HYROX Melbourne, we're looking to PB this event. We'll put a bit of a training block in, some hard yards to make sure we get to this place as best prepared as possible. So I'm looking forward to see how I go. Enjoy the moment, have as much fun. I'm filled up, I've had my protein shake, and I am ready to rumble. So let's see how I go. Finished off HYROX PB, happy with the result. 107.50 I think it was. Last year 116.50. The aim was 105, just missed it. Had some shit go wrong on the ski after having a change after 40 seconds, but that sort of threw me. But I saw Kev I saw my wife and Willow rocked up and surprised me, so that made me regain my focus, get back into it. Seeing the guys and girls on the track just makes you run faster. Yeah, it was a really good result, really happy with it. A lot of hard work, and we're going to the next now. To wipe 9 minutes off, 107.50 I think it was. Bit of a malfunction on the ski, so it probably cost me about 45 seconds. So happy with the result, but we were striving for 105. We missed it, but that's okay. We're going to hammer now. We're going to hammer down. I feel like I'm in a really good position to really launch and take a few more minutes off. Already gone to Worlds for doubles pro with Kieran in our age group. So if we're making the effort and we're going over there to do that, really want to get into a singles pro division as well. So working out a bit of a strategy in terms of how we can take more time off. My 107, and then which, I mean, as you get to this lower stages, it is harder and harder to take these seconds off, but that's what we've got to look for. And then also, which events are we doing? Which ones are we lining up for? Deloading, working really hard towards which event. So I've lined up a few already, but we're going to put in a really solid 12-week block now to see how we can go at the event. So getting there, got there nice and early, went there with Geordie. The nerves and that, the anticipation before an event like this is huge. And this event was no different. Going there prepared, I felt really prepared going in, done a lot of work. Got my nutrition right, really hydrated. Had to go to the toilet and the bathroom a lot beforehand, which gave me a good insight that I was hydrated, hopefully not overhydrated. But also then a bit of a concern because I didn't want to have to go to the toilet like I did last time in my last HYROX. So it's a bit of a fine line to make sure you're getting the right electrolytes, the right sodium, and the right nutrition, hydration before an event like this, but don't do too much. So I think I prep as well as I can. The event my one was at 7:10. We had a bit of a stagnant start time with our other people that I knew were doing it within our facility, our community. But seeing them out in the track, I mean, really gave me a big buzz as well. I mean, you don't know where they are in the race, but just seeing them running beside them, yelling out, it's what it's all about. So I'll take you through exactly what I thought of my race and the different stations and the running components and how we went and then how we can get better. HYROX is a running event. It is. It's 8 1Ks after having completed a station, an exercise that goes for a minute and a half, farmer's carry to 6-7 minutes, depending on where you are in your HYROX journey. So a lot of this is compromised running under fatigue. The only way to get better at HYROX is to cut your times down within your running components. So finishing a station, getting back on the run and getting back to a certain pace that can keep you at your threshold so you're not going over, but then also being able to cut those seconds off, because realistically, when you look at the stations, you look at a ski and, do you know what I mean, when I'll talk about ski in a minute, but when I swapped skis, I did like a 3:38, which is a good pace, but if I went 5 seconds slower, then it's not making a massive difference. So probably I need to think about how I can utilize my strengths, so my ski, my roller, stuff like that, paired with my running, which needs to get better. So maybe going 5-10 seconds slower on the ski, but then going 30 seconds faster on the run. So how you can make up time is through the run, not through the exercises. You need to be able to get the exercises efficiently to give you a good running pattern, get your routine and get you back into a rhythm with running that can get you back to your threshold pace as quick as possible, including the rock zone, which I'll talk to you about. So these are the learning curves you do every single time you do an event. I think it's a really cool event. I think it's one that everyone can do. I think it's one for me that there's a lot of stations in there that I don't necessarily am good at, like burpee ball jumps and that, but getting better and seeing the results of getting better just makes you more motivated to keep going and push harder. But again, the running component to 1K efforts, which I enjoy as well. So getting out there, getting into a rhythm and going as hard as you can. Okay, looking at my results and my different segments. Started with a run. I didn't go out as hard as I could. I sort of stayed
I knew where the sort of best runner was in my heat, and stay within sort of seeing distance as him. Knowing you can't keep up with a runner like that, or I can't at the moment. So I have to utilise my strengths, get into the ski. I know I'm a good skier. In this HYROX, unfortunately, I was going about 45 seconds in. My screen said I'd only been going for 5 seconds. So sort of looked at the volunteer, said what the hell's going on, looked back at my screen, then it said there's a wiring system. So then I quickly I just ran to a different machine, started again. So I've been going for about 45 seconds, which mentally really fried me, I must admit, but I think I regained my composure really quickly. You got to understand, when you train for 12 weeks for something, even longer, and then something hits you like that, that's out of your control, you can think, oh, fuck, why me? Or why did this happen? But saw Kev come around and said, don't worry, I saw it, don't worry, just regain, nothing you can do about it. Then I saw my wife, Nikki and Willow come. They surprised me, I didn't know they would be there. And then straight away my mindset change of, oh, they get to be here and see me complete it, which I loved. I mean, the girl, Jagger and Saskia are already asleep, and it's pretty late for Willow. So, but it was so good seeing them. Regained. As you can see on my results, I come 205th in the ski, and with a 430, when really, I mean, when I swapped skis, I got a 338, which probably would have put me in the top, probably 3 or 4, really. It's one of my strengths. Get back on the running, 355 run. So that's probably the runs, that's what needs to stay at, the 355. But in saying that, because I come off the ski and I knew I'd already was behind sort of that 45 seconds, I went a little bit faster. Gave myself a little bit of a stitch, went into sled push. That time was still pretty good, not bad. I think I took about 10 seconds off my previous time, stopping every halfway, regaining. I didn't think I could go too much quicker on that without going the whole way, because I wasn't really stopping at all. I was pushing halfway, but my breathing was quite good in that. Come back into a run, 4:14. Which was pretty consistent with what I did. Come back into a sled pull. Sled pull's the big one that I knew last time just absolutely destroyed me. And I know it's one where if you haven't done HYROX before, it can throw you totally out, and it can be the difference between 6 or 7 minutes. As you can see from my result now to my previous result. My previous result was I think it was like a 7 minutes, something. Just technique, totally out, didn't know what I was doing, hadn't done any of it, practice beforehand, got to the event, started pulling, thought, oh my God, this is so heavy. This time, 338, come 4th overall out of everyone, and it just felt smooth. I'd done technique work, as you can see in our last HYROX YouTube with Tongi, just unbelievable difference, unbelievable. Just learning from an expert like that, who can show you exactly how to do it and how to save energy and be efficient. Just mind-blowing, just how, so cut 5 minutes off my time just by doing my sled pull. So, and I could see, even though I'd come in and still regaining what I stuff up on the ski, everyone in front of me, I could see I was pulling a lot faster and I was overtaking already. So that was a point where I knew, okay, geez, I'm back in the game here, I'm doing well. Run after that, 4:15, so again, consistent. So that pull obviously didn't take a lot out of me, so that was good. Burpee board jump, cut a fair bit of time off this. I think it was about 2 minutes, 340. It's still, 46 overall in the pro division. So it's still a fair bit off where I need to be better in terms of my time. So it's working out how to be more efficient in that. I felt so much better in the burpee board jumps. I didn't stop. I hardly stopped at all. I just kept going. And I took the step this time, again, what Tongi was saying, and then I ended up doing the knee to toe to jump. So I didn't do any explosive jumps, which I did last time, which takes too much out of you. But I guess that consistent pace just need to pick up just a little bit more. The run after that, 4:13, so good. So we're able to stay at that pace consistent. So again, the burpee board jump, even though it wasn't, the top, I guess, 25 or less, I was still able to regain my running efficiency straight away and keep a consistent pace of a 4:13. So that shows that burpees didn't take a hell of a lot out of me, where last time they definitely did. Last time I finished the burpees, and those one of the ones where you can be like, oh my, I'm cooked now. So good. Rower 4:12, which I come 23rd overall. I don't know about the 4:12 because I mean, my pace was about a 150, which would put me at about a 350. So I'm wondering where the difference is there. Maybe it's a rock zone of where you come in from the rower to out. I'm not sure because that's a little bit off. Maybe it's when you come in through the rower and you get set up. But I still as quick as I could. So when I come 23rd there, I thought I'd done a quicker time. Well, I did do a quicker time on the machine. Run after the rower, 4:28. I was feeling it on the rower because I was going at a nice pace. I was feeling it when I got off. I think I ended up having actually, no, that was the one where I got off the rower, went out the rock zone, and then was like, oh, I'm going to chuck up here. So I went up, must have obviously went over that threshold with the rower trying to push it. So literally leant over the side of the rail and sort of dry reached. And I thought, oh shit, I'm going to vomit here. But didn't. Quickly, that probably took me about 20 seconds. Went back into it, go back on the run. Farmer's walk, didn't put the farmer's walk down. I was so proud of myself. 1:48, which still is 64th over the whole pro division. So it's still not quick. But I didn't put it down, which I've never done in training. I've never done in an event. Last time I reckon I put it down twice. Even in training, I've never gone over that. So not to pull it down, I knew I was in a really good headspace, and just my body was feeling really good. Got to take off probably 15 seconds there, but what happens is because of that, my next run is a 4:12. Good. That's what we want. 4:12, consistent, and then lunges. Having done the lunges last time, when I picked up the bag, I nearly fainted. I was like, oh my God, this is just crazy weight. This time, knew what I was in for, done a lot of lunges in my preparation, so many lunges. So I felt a lot more comfortable. Got a 4:30, which took about 2 minutes off, I think, my previous time. So about 2.5 minutes off my previous time for lunges. Huge difference. Consistent. I was just one in front of the next. I didn't stop. Hardly stopped at all. One in front of the next. Still 66 in the pro division. So that needs to be picked up. So this shows that other people are going a lot quicker than me. But you're probably playing with a few seconds here, probably like 20 seconds. There's probably a lot of people in that bracket. The run after the lunges is a big one that we need to improve on. 4:42. I think it's seen mostly in the HYROX athletes, doesn't matter if you're in an Elite 15 or whoever. Your legs are cooked from that single leg unilateral strength work that puts under fatigue, and then you've got to run, especially it's the second last one anyway, but it's the last run, you've got to go for it. 4:20, I felt really struggling in that first lap and then picked it up in the second. Back into wall balls. The wall balls, I thought when I was doing it, I thought I was absolutely cooked. I thought this is going to be a horrible time with my wall balls. I think I got maybe 30 out the first time, and then after that, I was getting like 10s, and I was looking at Nikki, and she was yelling out, and I was struggling big time. The sweat, just every rep was hard. So I'm like, this is, because I come in at like 102, I think, 102.30. I'm like, oh, come on, like, and I'm like, we can do this. We can keep pushing. Got a 4:34, a lot of time off my wall balls, and finished 29th overall. So even though I thought I wasn't going well, I actually did not too bad in comparison to what I thought. So it's just about improving that. The rock zone's a big one that I need to get better at. So that's that in between running of your exercise station and then obviously your 1K efforts. So that's that distance there. It was a pretty big rock zone in Melbourne. So it's just about making sure that, and I thought I was, but obviously not as much as what I thought, but getting out after the station and getting to that rhythm, getting to that routine from then. Don't wait until you get out to the 1KR and then go for it. It's that straight away, that intensity. And you can see the Elite 15 when they're going for it, they're flying out of there. They're absolutely, so that's the difference of intensity, different levels of HYROX. that we need to get better at. But overall, looking at those splits, happy. The runs, 4:15, 4:12, 4:30, 4:28, those are the ones that we need to get down to a 3:50. To be competing at the better level of that top sort of take 10, you've got to be hitting those 3:50s, 3:45s consistently. So we look to really launch it with our running ability over this next 12 weeks. So what we're looking at doing, improving over this next 12 weeks before Brisbane, we've signed up for Brisbane, we're going to Brisbane, we're going to launch at that, is to put as much running focus with this, aerobic and anaerobic, different runs to make sure we are flying within our running component. If we can get them and take 15 to 20 seconds off every K, I know that's a lot, but if we can do that and keep our stations the way they are, going to see the time dramatically from a 1:7 to probably a 1:3. It's probably 3 minutes off. So if we can do that, we're going to be moving. So it's about putting in the work now in the running component and really pushing what I can do there while keeping the stations and the compromise running and all that efficient and not neglecting that. So we've lined up HYROX Brisbane. We've got a new running coach that we've aligned with, who will take me through this, and then also my ultra preps. And then we're looking for a different HYROX coach to see where we can take the next level. Again, we're playing with minutes here, seconds here. We've got to keep taking off those minutes to get better and better. And I think with the efficiency of running and getting that times better, as I said, it is a running event. You've got to be a good runner to do it. And so we can get that down and keep pushing it, because it's an exciting event. I'm really looking forward to seeing where I can go in the event and see how far I can push it, how much better I can. You can see improvement, which is always good. It's always motivating. So HYROX Brisbane is our one. We've been doing the 12 days of Christmas challenges, the extreme challenges I put in place, which I did thought of on the plane on the way to watch Lucas in Brisbane fight. I thought, it's a good idea to finish off the year with 12 days leading into Christmas Eve that can really put my mental and physical demand to a different level and finish with a bit of a bang. So I'll put this up on the screen, but my 12 challenges that I've put are, every single day has been intense and different levels of intensity, but also fatigue is set in. I'm day 9 now. I've just finished my 1,000 cals in the assault bike, which took me an hour 20. I did 30 on, 30 off for the whole time. My body feels absolutely cooked. I've got 500 pull-ups to go. I've got another day of a half marathon row, a half marathon run, and a 1K burpee board jump to finish off until Christmas. And then we launch into our HYROX preparation with our running program starting, I think, on Christmas Day. Can be very easily to sort of let yourself slip. It's very normal. Nearly everyone does it. You got Christmas parties, you eat more, you go out more, you're off work, some people, and they'll have a period off. So what I chose to do this time is to prioritize my health and fitness to give me the best function in life and to continue that on. I've got momentum, and when you've got momentum, you've got to keep it. So I feel like where I'm at now, there's no point in stopping, and that's why I gave myself a little challenge. I love little challenges to really put myself into a different zone. It's been awesome seeing the amazing community that's behind this also jump on and compete and do every single day of these challenges, getting messages from them and seeing them just put themselves out of their comfort zone. Every single challenge I put up there, either scaled version or the whole thing, is not easy. It is bloody hard. It takes a lot of time and commitment. So we're just trying to see if people can regain their focus and finish the year with a bang, and the feedback from that has been outstanding. But just in terms of the festive season, just enjoy yourself. Go out there, go to your Christmas parties, do all that. Try and eat sensible around those days, knowing that you might have a bigger day where you do celebrate or go on the drink or whatever, and just keep your training up. Just keep training. There's no reason to stop training. Keep training all the way through. It's a lifestyle. It's not a turn on, turn off sort of thing, fitness or your health. Your health isn't, oh, just stop for 2 weeks. Your health is an important thing that every single day, just like we do, just like the background, you win the day. And you win the day by keeping a good mental and physical condition, which keeps your mind nice and clear, helps you get around any circumstances that life throws at you, family, business, work, whatever it is. And also, it just gives you that really good foundation of where you can go in life and how much you can just keep pushing on to new limits. Final words for the year. Thank you for joining in on the YouTube channel. All the comments, all the subscribes, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoy what we're putting out there, and hopefully you keep sharing this to everyone. We're going to keep on this HYROX journey. We're going to push into some big ultra at the end of the year, which I'll announce soon. But we're going to keep putting new challenges, new focuses to keep driving. We're going to get as many people behind this as possible to keep them pushing, because with the opportunity to keep pushing yourself, you also inspire and motivate everyone around you to do more, to be more, and to put no limits on themselves, to win the day every single day, and to go out there and absolutely kill it. So I hope you have a great Christmas, a happy New Year, and we'll see you on the flip side of 2025, ready to smash your goals and PB your next event. We look forward to seeing you then.